Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wind Down Friday. Today, our special guest is Noah Sturcker, the CEO, founder, and CEO of Ferric. Welcome aboard, Noah. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me, Maurizio.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot for being here. Thanks a lot for your time. Where are you located, Noah?
I'm in New York City.
Nice. East Coast, right?
Yeah, that's right. On the East Coast, not a typical location for a semiconductor company, but it's been working very well for us. A lot of people want to live in New York, got a lot of good talent around here, and a lot of direct flights to California elsewhere.
Yeah. Nice, nice city. So, Noah, welcome to Wind Down Friday. I have prepared a couple of topics, questions to share with you. We would like to know more about you, your technology, your business, not only your hobbies as well. So, you are
Mhm.
founder and CEO of Ferric. You have over, please correct me, 45 patents issued and more than 20 publications on integrated voltage regulators, so IVR. So you have
Correct.
spent years pioneering this technology. So let's start. What first drew you into this technology? What did that path lead you founding the current company, Ferric?
Yeah. Well, thanks for the question. It really started pretty early on in my career. I was at AMD doing custom digital design, custom SRAM design, and it was apparent that the way that power was being modeled and considered in the design process was really inadequate. It was surprising to me that we're spending all of this effort trying to optimize our critical paths in the digital logic, and meanwhile, the power supply is a major source of error and uncertainty here, and so I shouldn't be trying to get
Mhm.
additional picoseconds out of my digital paths. I should be trying to develop technologies that are going to create a cleaner power supply for that processor. And so that was really where I recognized, hey, there's a real um, niche problem here that needs to be addressed. It has, very significant applications for the performance of these processors and, the roadmap for everybody developing products like this. So I went to grad school. I worked with Professor Ken Shepard at Columbia. We received industry support to look at integrated voltage regulators, and I knew immediately that this was a problem I was really interested in solving.
Nice, nice. Thank you so much. So indeed,
Yeah.
you also hold a PhD and master in electrical engineering from Columbia University, where you, as you mentioned, developed IBR technology. So what has been the most rewarding, the most challenging aspect of transitioning from research at AMD R&D Lab and Columbia, for example, into leading a company as CEO with Ferric?
It's all, it's been a gradual transition for the most part for
Mm.
me. I went from, recognizing this problem in my early days at AMD. My PhD at Columbia was really productive. I got to spend time designing these power systems, but also spent time in an applied physics lab where I was working on the novel magnetic
Yep.
materials that we're using successfully to miniaturize our power converters and achieve performance. So I was able to, really get a lot of exposure to the key technical concepts that are critical for IVR. And then at the end of my PhD, had strong industry interest in commercializing the technology that we developed there. So it was an opportunity I just couldn't ignore, that the industry wants IVRs. The work that I had done during my PhD was really valuable here in addressing this problem. And so I started Ferric and quickly had industry collaborators and demand for our technology that allowed us to create partnerships and raise capital um, and get the development process rolling. So that was very natural. The
Mhm.
other aspect of entrepreneurship, this is a little bit newer for me. It's not something I learned during my PhD, but I'm fortunate to have a great board of directors and a lot of friends and colleagues who have given me a lot of help along the way, and then a great team beneath me that has expertise in each of their domains. So really been able to pull together a great team.
So Ferric is built around IVR technology, integrated voltage regulators, or cutting edge technology. So where do you see the biggest opportunities in the next years, 3, 5 years, especially if we consider AI, data centers, and edge computing on the rise?
Yeah, so AI is an application that really demands integrated voltage regulators right now. And while I've been working on this type of technology for over 15 years, a lot of applications have strong value proposition, but they don't have the strategic urgency
Mm.
that AI applications require. And so that's something really exciting that we've seen develop in the past 12 and 18 months, where a lot of our partners who were, adopting our parts kind of gradually, and working in a risk adverse manner, they quickly changed gears when they recognized that power integrity and power delivery efficiency for their next gen AI processor was essentially broken unless they adopted an integrated voltage regulator. So we've quickly been pulled into a lot of those sockets. Having industry leading current density and efficiency is critically important there. It's something that has taken a lot of persistence and innovation and time for us to develop. So we're in the right place at the right time, and this is in fact the market development that we've been preparing for. So really happy about how things are turning out.
So you hold a PhD in electrical engineering. So from technical point of view, you have to combine, of course, the technical aspects with business, with the reality of running a business. So how do you foster innovation and creativity within your company while balancing so the reality of running a business?
Yeah, that's a great question. The team that I'm working with, it's 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 a great group of people that really enjoy what they're doing, and they have excellent ability to innovate in the technologies here. So really, what I find is that I have the technical side of me that has this uh, unending curiosity in how to make these systems benefit in better and better from one design to the next. And a lot of my team has the same sort of curiosity. We're thinking, hey, there's an opportunity to get even more performance. Let's go after it. And so we really, at this point, recognize that we need to balance that against the objectives of the business. We need to um, prioritize our supply chain and manufacturing quality and the customer engagement process, and allow those things to mature and balance our efforts between each aspect of the business. So this is requires discipline, but it's it's evident how those trade-offs are necessary. Yeah.
So beyond your job, outside the technology. So as the philosophy of Wind Down Friday, I like to ask to the speaker about so which are your hobbies, which are other activities that you do with your family or with your team, just to create so a good team in this case to recharge your batteries that can help also like problem solving, for example. So tell me more.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, with the team, we do a lot of ping pong in the office.
Nice.
We sort of aspire to play video games and so forth. It never ends up happening though. Everybody ends up spending their time on the product, on their work in a lot of these cases. I myself have a young family. I've got two little boys. So when I'm not at work, I'm kicking soccer balls or just taught them how to ride a bike about 2 weeks ago. So that was a lot of fun. That was an exciting milestone. And then I'll play music myself as a way to decompress. You know, it's completely orthogonal from the technical work and gives me a nice break when I need to take my mind off of all of the different activities we have going on at Ferric. So
Which,
it's
which are
tough but
sometimes in
important.
standby with ultra low power consumptions.
Yeah.
Good. So, in conclusion, Owen, so my last question is, so you already hold over 45 patents. When you think about your career long term, what kind of legacy do you want to leave in technology and entrepreneurship?
I'm most driven to provide a legitimate solution
Mm.
for this problem of power delivery. And at the conclusion of my PhD, I had a lot of interest. I had some papers, had some patents published, but I had this concern that hey, if I don't stick with this, I can't be confident that somebody's gonna pick up where I left off and drive these innovations, bring them to market. And um, so I feel like we're being very successful at doing that at Ferric. It's taken quite a bit of persistence to go from proof of concept to a complete product that meets market requirements and is ready for high volume production. This is taken years and iterations. Now that we're doing this successfully, it's highly satisfying, and I continue to see, just I think there will be no end to the need for further innovation in this area. So we're gonna hit our milestones, and then we have a lot of great ideas that the team's working on right now that we'll be able to introduce into future products to further improve the capability, the key figure of merit of our offering. Um, and with the team we've built here, I see no end to that. It's just a matter of time. We'll be able to continue innovating and delivering value that way. And this is, for me, it's like striking gold. You have a great idea, and you're creating value there, and to be able to take that and deliver it to a customer, it's completing this cycle. So I'm very happy with this. We're going to continue doing this, and all signs indicate that the market is going to continue demanding this sort of innovation.
Really, really nice. Thank you so much, Noah. So, congratulations on your activities. I look forward to hearing from you in terms of updates and news. I'm sure that Ferric will share in the next months, years, new updates. Keep in touch, keep me posted, and I wish you a great weekend. Thank you, Noah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Maurizio, and very much look forward to staying in touch as we keep making progress on this journey.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, take care.